Shania Low, who is from the Norwegian Refugee Council, an organisation that protects the rights of people affected by displacement. Shania, thank you for talking to the NewsHour. When you see these attacks not only hitting people who have nowhere to hide, not only hitting shelters and schools, but hitting hospitals, hitting places that are solely designed to help people who are at their most vulnerable, what are we supposed to take from that as observers, as people watching this unfold?
Well, first of all, it's a clear sign that there simply is no safe place in Gaza for Palestinians to seek refuge, to seek shelter, to seek assistance. And this has been true for the last 14, 15 months now since this escalation began in October of last year. The second thing that we're seeing is Israel's pattern of disproportionate, indiscriminate attacks, and that there seems to be no adherence to international humanitarian law and the rules that are supposed to protect civilians, particularly in places like hospitals, which are afforded special protection under international law.
As far as the hospitals themselves are concerned, Shania, we heard Ashraf there call it tantamount to a death sentence. Can you paint a more detailed picture of what exactly this means for anybody that is going to be injured in these airstrikes, but also for people that have what would normally be very run-of-the-mill maladies, things like disease or colds, or these sorts of things? This is people that are struggling in a very mundane way, but without this sort of medical facility, there's nothing for them to do, essentially, is there?
It's not just about the attacks on medical facilities. It's about the ability to get just simple medicines in to treat people of, as you said, ordinary ailments, ordinary sicknesses. And what we're seeing due to the conditions that Palestinians have been forced to live under for the last 15 months, is that there's a spread of communicable diseases. People are living in makeshift shelters in areas surrounded by solid waste, human waste, where there's really no sanitation or very little sanitation. And so we're seeing that it's not just about the people who are being attacked and hurt in these bombardments, but it's also about people with ordinary illnesses or even things like cancer who are unable to get the medical treatment that they need and that they deserve to have.
Shania, what's the Norwegian Refugee Council most significant concern at the moment? What is the pressing need above all others for people in Gaza at the moment?
Well, first and foremost, we need a ceasefire. We've been saying this for months, for over a year now, that we need to have a ceasefire to stop the killing, stop the bloodshed, and allow people to start a recovery process. On top of that, we simply just need a surge of humanitarian assistance to enter Gaza. We need the openings of all crossings into Gaza, and we need to have a massive scaling up of the aid that's allowed in. That's food, medicine, water, shelter materials. We have nearly 1 million Palestinians living in Gaza this winter without adequate shelter to protect them from cold, rain, wind, and other elements. And so it's hard to pinpoint what exactly is needed, because at this point, none of people's basic needs are being met.
Shania, it's a difficult story to continue to watch, but one, of course, that is vital to bear witness to. Thank you so much for your time. Shania Low from the Norwegian Refugee Council.
Thank you.